Hello everyone to this short introduction to TLI Pedagogics and Innovation in Early Years Education. If you're interested in reading more about the topic, then better go to Amazon and get the book Child, You're Unique. This is the book that really describes the philosophy, where it comes from and why TLI Pedagogics was put into place. Here in this short presentation, we will have the introduction part of this book and go through it. What is the purpose behind the work? The care for our children during the first 5 years of life is way too important to leave it to a chance. Childhood care is a science because each child born into this world is unique. Parents' care is natural. It is an instinct that lies deep within each one of us, unfolding best when we are aligned with our intuition. Who is the target group in TLI Pedagogics? The target group are parents and educators, teachers, and all people who are dealing with children in the age of 1 to 12 years. What is the target of this educational movement? The target is to create understanding and knowledge about the child, about child care, the way of growing up, and how the way of growing up influences our entire life. What is the target of this educational movement? This understanding should lead to adults becoming guides, co-workers, mentors, tutors, and advisors who nurture the potential of each child along the way of growing up, rather than teachers and authorities who push all children in one direction. The introduction into the idea itself. When it comes to early childhood education from infant to 5 years, sometimes one may think it is treated like the little sister or the little brother of the real education that happens at school. This is a very dangerous approach if we realize that especially the first 5 years of life, of a child's life, are significantly shaping its personality, his or her understanding of the culture of learning, the psychic makeup, and the ability of socialization, as well as socio-emotional behavior and more. Let's speak about research. There's a lot of research around nursery, daycare, and the first 3 years of life. Let's look at some of the results, because results in our time count. It is stated that in the first 3 years, a child's basic structure of the brain is built. The importance of the impact on the development of the learning skills as well as social and emotional abilities is highly underestimated. Adults cannot risk to let this important period pass by believing that real education starts in school. Therefore, parents and educators are called for a deeper understanding on what a child really needs during this process of the early childhood years. The amazing ability of a child's brain to develop during the first 3 years of life leaves most of us completely stunned. For example, while at birth a child's brain reached about 25% of the adult's brain, already at the age of 3, the brain grew to about 80% of its adult size. Dr. and Senator Bill Frist, a surgeon and an advisory and leadership council of the movement Too Small to Fail, says, between birth and 5 years old, 90% of a child's brain development occurs at a lightning fast pace. He further says, every sight, smell, and sound and sensation makes an impact. Long before most children step foot into a classroom, neurons are building networks, cognition is exploding, language is developing, and the foundation is being laid for a lifetime of learning. Outside of that 5-year window, you lose opportunities you may never get back. A 2011 World Bank UNDP EC Roma survey presented at the First Sevens conference shows that scientific evidence suggests that the first 1,000 days are the most important in a child's life. Providing quality support during this period pays off with increasing cognitive skills, significantly improved education outcomes, drastic reduction in school dropouts rates, and better start to life. The Center for Educational Neuroscience of the Birkbeck University of London UCL Institute of Education studied an orphan house. It shows in its papers deprivation over the critical period for children's brain development during the first 3 years of life will result in persistent deficiencies in cognitive, emotional, and even physical health. While children can catch up with existing deficiencies, it's still made clear that especially those with insecure attachment to their caregivers showed an unusual pattern of attachment in later childhood. For example, up to 70% showed disorganized attachment when children are unable to trust their caregivers but have no else to turn, while in case of those who were adopted before 12 months, only 15% showed abnormal detach. This study shows the importance of relationships as one of the most important experiences in a child's growing up process and makes clear how strongly a child's development is connected to strong and stable bonding with the surrounding adult. As we can see, there are many different statements what a child really needs during these first years of life. Someone may become confused. The Lelek philosophy builds the basic for the Lelek idea, also known as TLI Pedagogics. It is based on a developmental sensitive childcare till the age of 12. It focuses on the development of children in different stages during their growing up process. It is age 1 to 3, 3 to 6, 6 to 9, and 9 to 12. Its basic interest is to bring awareness about children's needs into the mind of adults. TLI Pedagogics points out the natural occurring development of a child. It is designed to help children to manifest their full potential. It provides a child-friendly environment in which the child may learn by themselves. It believes in a child's birthright to enjoy childhood. Parents and educators should understand that childhood is priceless. A child should not be treated in the same way as an adult, and many more areas may be discovered during the study of TLI Pedagogics. We invite you to join our program TLI Pedagogics Innovation in Early Years Education. Go to Amazon and read a little bit more about it in the book Child, You Are Unique. I wish you a great day and I hope I see you in the certification program.